Texas for the 2024 NCAA Women's Gymnastics Championships.
Had to be more patient with that landing.
Danny Ferris here, another freshman on vault for the Gators.
Wow, beautiful landing. I think that will only be a half attempt deduction for that. It's gonna be a big score. KJ on floor, impressive. That mount showed off tremendous flexibility. It's very unique as well.
It was a 9-9 for Miley O'Keefe, and now Olympian Grace McCallum is the 5th gymnast to go.
Maya on beam, 3 skills connected in a row, gets a 10th bonus for that. Grace McCallum was supposed to connect that on bars immediately into this skill right here. Was supposed to actually do a stalder, took the skill out. Full in dismount, curious if that's gonna affect her start value, but good routine.
Today in this opening rotation. One of the best in the business. Here's Kaya Johnson. She follows Haley Bryant's 9.9375. A hit from Johnson will erase that 9.2875 from KJ Johnson.
If that looks high to you on TV, in person, it's even more impressive and higher. Hoping that they do the same thing here. The key to being good on beam is to pretend that you're doing gymnastics on the floor. You have to ignore that it's on 4 inches and 4 feet tall. Just the dismount, more unique, a front gainer full.
Pretend you're doing gymnastics anywhere but where you actually are doing gymnastics on a 8.375.
Grace competed in the 2020 Olympic Games. Those big moments help her with competitions like this. This turn right here is called a wolf turn. Takes tremendous flexibility in your knees and hips. Triple wolf series, very difficult even to do that on the floor.
Ellie Lazari for the Gators on bars, follows, wins 9.875. Scores building here.
Grace on beam, fell on this skill right here in warm-up. No issues there. Sometimes when you fall on the warm-up, it kind of helps you because you think, okay, that's the worst thing that can happen, and you're able to correct yourself quickly, just like she did. And on bars, Ellie fell on her dismount in the semifinals, has to hold on longer before she dismounts the bars. See right here, great correction.
Bar coach Owen Fields, ringside. He loves everything. I want him to wake me up in the morning, just cheer me on. Get my day started. Grace McCallum gets a hug from head coach Carly Dockendorf. Utah having themselves a rotation on beam again. They crushed it in the semifinals. Here's Anya Pilgrim now in the even bars. Follows the Lazari, 9.85.
Anya is so calm when she competes. It is so impressive, especially as a freshman. Just can't teach that. Been so impressed with her all season long.
And there, it's just easy for her. She has a good time. Kaya Johnson here on ball for the Tigers.
Most difficult vault being done in the competition. Yurchenko double twist, the type of vault that we see at the Olympic Games. I think Coach Clark is going to be very happy with that landing.
Might be their first 9-9 here in this rotation.
Watch her elbows onto the table, the way she lifts, does 2 twists. Fantastic.
Haley Bryant, in my opinion, the greatest single piece of gymnastics done in the country.
Wow. fantastic. Different vault than we've seen so far today for handspring. Half, front pike half off. Just unbelievable. One of the best in the country.
So a good rotation for them. 49.475 for the Utes. Here's Leanne Wong. Had a chance to win the all-around. Just had to stick that beam dismount at the end, and she would have been on the top of the podium. Didn't happen, but great opportunity for her and the Gators right here to get something even bigger.
These cast handstands that Leanne are doing are textbook. The way that she floats on top of the bar, holds that position is exactly what the judges are looking for. Wow. That is going to be a huge score.
She does the double layout as well as anybody, and she sticks it as well as anybody. Reminds me of a ski jumper. Doing the telemark land, just nails it at the end. Arms out front, amazing.
What's impressive about this is when you're nervous, you tend to rush your skills. And the way that she's able to slowly take her time with big skills like that double layout, this is a different view than the judges have. So we saw this minute leg separation. The judges might not be able to see that. That was fantastic.
Kaya Johnson on bars, third gymnast for the Tigers.
Kaya on bars. Watch how dynamic and quick she is on this event. She is so intentional about every single handstand like that. And Anya on beam, just a slight wobble right there. Wow. In my opinion, Kaya Johnson, the best double layout in the country. Legs, feet glued together the entire time. Keep in mind on beam, I'm not sure Anya's strategy, if she is hearing what's going on bars, the loud cheering, or she's in her zone. Every gymnast has a different strategy, but if she can hear that, it is distracting. And she's doing a great job of staying in her own bubble.
This is big. They can drop that score, but they've got to get 5 more hits. Sierra Ballard on beam for LSU. Victoria Wynn on floor for the Gators. Gators got a ways to go. Over a half a point behind currently.
And hopefully both of these gymnasts on this event, Victoria and Sierra, do not know that the gymnast fell. Sometimes even when you're not watching, you can hear the crowd gasp, and it can be very distracting. Sierra on this event is a great leadoff. She's confident, takes a lot of pride on this. Sierra told me she imagines herself between 2 brick walls, reminds her to stay tight, squeeze every part of her body.
Ashley Knapp, the main beam coach for LSU, just a mere 10 feet away from where we're sitting right now. And I tell you what, you can see the tension every time the gymnast does something well, the emotion coming out on this event.
And this LSU team needs this beam routine. This will give them a huge boost of confidence.
Sierra Ballard has done it all season long for the Tigers. She focused in the offseason. She said it wanted this to be her best year. And my goodness, Haley Bryant's and Kaya Johnson's get all the attention, but you don't win if you don't have a Sierra Ballard on your team.
Right there.
Anya Pilgrim on floor exercise. The third gymnast. Florida, the only team of the 4 not to have a major break here in the 4th rotation.
On floor, difficult 1.5 into double back. Florida has impressed me because they've been consistent. They are very calm, and they just do their routines like they do every day in the gym. Side aerial, big test for Connor. On this screen, we have 2 gymnasts right here that I don't know if they realize how good they are.
Well, the world realizes how good they are, and Connor McLean showed it right there with that cold-blooded beam routine. With just over a minute between her and something the LSU Tigers have never done in their almost 50-year history, and that's win a national title. There is Mom. She followed in the footsteps of her sister Sarah and became an LSU Tiger. She's done this gymnastics thousands of times, but in this sport, you raise your hand once and you get 1 shot. This is Aaliyah's shot.
This first skill right here is a huge test for Aaliyah. She's going to connect 3 skills in a row. This will set the tone. Back handspring, layout, layout. Wow. Fantastic.
Finnegan needs a 9.6875. Write it down if you're at home. Better than that, LSU gets their first national title.
Front aerial right here. What I'm noticing about Aaliyah is her arms are so tight. And just the dismount. Just the dismount. Gainer full. Wow! You can see it on her face.
Trophy is making its way out. And I tell you what, well-deserved for LSU. Obviously, a lot of talk about Oklahoma not being here. That's irrelevant. They get to the championship. You got to go through the process to be the best, and LSU did it.
I completely agree. LSU deserves this national championship. They should be so proud of themselves.